We'll let Coach do have a quick opening statement, and we'll take any questions you have.
Well, listen, I'm really proud of our guys for that win. We played a heck of a team, and I felt like this a couple years ago. Every time I've been a coach and coached against one of Tom's teams, they're one of the hardest playing, most tough-minded and aggressive teams that we play all year. And he does a tremendous job with them. We have tremendous respect for how they play. We really do. I said that this whole week, preparing for him, and I think our guys went in understanding the amount of respect that we have for his team and how they play. I can't say that enough. So, we knew they were going to make a run, and we figured that, and our guys were able to hold them off. We wanted to stay really aggressive throughout the whole game, and whatever happened, happened, but we wanted to play the way we play. So, thought we had really good leadership in those moments, and obviously Keelan's scoring ability there in the second half really stemmed the tide a little bit. We had a lot of contributions from a lot of guys.
Coach, they out-rebounded teams by 16 on average, and they did it to you guys today. What was your thought going into the game to counter that?
Tom, we just we worked on it every day in practice, and there's a reason they're the seventh best offensive rebounding team in the country. They have big, strong, physical guys, and they go, and you can tell they work on it. They're terrific. They're aggressive at it. So, we had some missed opportunities for us. There's no question, and we'll grow from that. But we also had some opportunities where we hit it pretty hard.
Keelan, after 8 minutes, I think you came out, you didn't have any points, you didn't even have a field goal attempt. What changed from that point on?
Just letting the game come to me at the moment. I was seeing how they were playing, they was denying me the whole game, but, Coach just told me start having lead cuts to get open, and then when I went back in, that's what I did, and I started, gaining confidence in myself as offensively, and then that's what got it started.
His patience was critical. It was critical, and it's a real, I think, sign of growth, hopefully, right? I think it's a real sign. I mean, listen, this is a fun game. This is a big environment. This is a terrific game, and for him, our leading scorer, to be that patient at that part of the game and not force things up, it's a real good sign. And then obviously, there's sometimes when you're a coach and a guy like him who has such an ability to score the ball just gets it going, and you say, hey, is that a tough shot? When he gets it rolling, it's, you kind of just let him play a little bit.
Chris, can you take us through the inbounds play? I mean, how often do they actually work the way you draw them up, and does it get any better than that?
Yeah, I give AC a lot of credit for that, because he wanted us to run that, and we had another late clock action that we were thinking about running, and AC recommended that one. And the read by Tyler was critical. Tyler Wyman and Tyler Lewis, right? The pass was really important. So, it doesn't. You guys know it doesn't always work like that, and I thought I was glad it did there.
For Coach and maybe for Tyler too, I think Butler only had 6 turnovers, and Indiana's defense is pretty known this year for being much improved, and with all that length. I mean, were you hoping for a figure that low, or you get surprised that it's that good of a number?
Well, we're a team that always takes care of the ball, I feel like, and that's one of my strong points as a basketball player, is taking care of the ball. So if I take care of the ball, I know the team is going to follow suit, and that's what we did today.
Yeah, I thought that has to be what we're about, and our turnover percentage has been really good. And when you have your starting point guard who takes care of it at the level he does, that really helps. And Andrew's the same way. Both of our kind of point forward point guards, really take care of the ball at a high level.
Andrew, you said you called that play. Why? What did you see? Why did you think that would work there at the end?
I just knew there would be attention on Keelan, obviously with how he was scoring the ball. And then obviously with T-Lou inbounding, and I knew he would make the right read. Just a spur of the moment thing. Just thought I'd put something out there, and coach just agreed with it. It's 1 in a million chance, so you got to agree with that every once in a while.
Has he done that before?
You know, we ask our guys, you know, their thoughts. I think when you have guys, that, you know, AC's earned the right. We don't always go with what they suggest, for sure. And I don't always go with what our assistant coaches suggest, but you got to give him credit. We were going to run a similar slip action there late that we practiced, but that was a smart call on his part because Keelan obviously did demand a lot of attention there late.
For Andrew, you've been in this program for 4 years now, and everybody's going to focus on that out-of-bounds play that worked really well, but you guys score an inordinate amount of times off out-of-bounds plays, and that dates back to Brad Stevens' time here. What is it about Coach Holtman's out-of-bounds plays that always seem to work?
It's just always the little details. Making sure you hit the right guys with the screens, hard cuts, just setting everything up. And I mean, Coach just draws up great stuff. Got to give him a lot of credit, obviously. But yeah, we just have to set up our guys as well as we can. And when we have guys, like I said, T-Lou inbounding the ball, he's going to hit the right guy more often than not.
Andrew, you've had 3 wins against top 25 teams in non-conference. How much confidence does that give you as you get ready for the Big East schedule?
Well, we know we have a huge one again against Vermont before the Big East, but obviously this hopefully will give us a little bit more momentum before Vermont and then going into the Big East because we know it's going to be night in and night out great competition.
This is for Coach Holtman, actually, a couple of things. I'd like to segue on that. Talked about Keelan having patience. I don't think he attempted a shot after his last 3-pointer in the second half. I don't know if you noticed that. And also, you had some legitimate apprehensions about this pre-conference schedule before the season began. At 10-1 now, what do you think?
I'll take it. I did. I wondered if I overscheduled. My terrific athletic director continued to encourage me to put as challenging games as possible out there. So he deserves credit for that. You know, this is such an incredible event because you're playing really well-coached, terrific teams that are going to be NCAA tournament teams most years. You know, a couple years ago when Indiana beat us, I heard people say, well, there's not a team picked in the Crossroads 2 years ago, whatever it was, it's going to go to the NCAA tournament. I saw some people saying that before the season started. Well, I think 3 or 4, or all 4 of those teams went to the NCAA tournament, and a couple advanced. So it's an outstanding event, and you know, obviously we feel good about our start because we know what Big East play is going to present, and it's going to be a tremendous challenge for us. And our record right now doesn't guarantee us anything going into our first game in the Big East. As Drew said, we need to enjoy this one and get back ready to go on Wednesday.
Coach, I think according to the stats, you guys did not have any fast break points, but you held IU without a 3 until early there in the second half. Was that the plan? Not try to run, but try to get back and just keep them, or kind of what was the plan there as far as IU's threes and not going for the fast break stuff?
Yeah, I think Tom would probably say they missed some clean ones there in the first half that they normally make, and I think that's the reality. They probably missed some clean ones that they typically make throughout the game. I think we left Blackman a few times we shouldn't have, but we certainly wanted to be aware of help and yet not overhelp, Jeff. And I think when you overhelp against a team that moves the ball as well as Indiana and plays, we're not playing a team that plays as downhill and as aggressively all year as they will. They are just a terrific attacking team. And I think their ability to drive it and shoot it from all different spots presents terrific problems. And then, you know, Bryant was a load there in the second half. And back to your point, David, we were aware of Keelan's. We tried to go to him late on a slice cut in the post just to try to get him a touch. But that didn't work out. We were trying to get him a touch there late.
Anything else?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mike.